If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC24, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC24 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. All right, so we just did the review for Riquelme. Might be getting a few other reviews at some point as well. Maybe not for today. I'll probably like continue some gameplay stuff tomorrow. Oh, because the mentally, you know. Anyways, let's see what the new footy superhero. Oh, it's a paid evolution. Okay, so 150 FIFA points, 75,000 coins. Okay, so what do you get? Relentless, you get incisive pass and quick step. Honestly, not bad playstyles if you give it to the right players. Especially with the stat improvements. You can't go wrong with that. Tiki-taka regular is definitely nice being added to. And a regular relentless. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the top options that people have over here. Let's see what we're working with. Antonio Di Natale is a top trending card. Oh, because of the playstyle pluses. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm not against this. Well-formatted card. He's extinct, right? Yeah. It's a well-formatted card. I think for me personally, playing him in the side positions would definitely be very ideal, right? Because dribbling-wise, I don't expect... Can I please? Oh, sorry. It's just... Sometimes it's very slow. I don't expect his left stick to be super crazy, but it could be decent in-game. Because, you know, with him, it's a 5-star... It's a 4-star... Not a 5-star. A 4-star, 4-star player. 5'7", high-low work rates. I mean, in the side position, you can't go wrong with that. It's funny with the footies because they... Honestly, we have reached a point where it is nice to at least have one 5-star something. You know, even with Smith, for instance, like her footies card has like a 5-star weak foot. Like, I will say, you definitely miss skill moves in this game. Skill moves in this game is very important to work with now. But with Di Natale, it's a well-formatted card that gets some pretty drastic improvements. The only unfortunate thing is that it keeps them at a 4-star, 4-star. And the dribbling, I'm not really sure exactly what that'd be like in game. But from those two evolutions, you give him a Trivela plus and the finesse shot plus, and then you give him the passing one with the quick step. It is nice. You can't really go wrong with that. Oh, this would also be good. So if you go in the fullback route and you use the incisive pass for fullbacks, that's very good. 100%. Bompastor, generally speaking, is actually a fan favorite over here. I liked this card a lot, but I think when I tried her out... Oh, no, I guess not, because she has a regular press proven. Yeah, I was about to say, because the thing is that this card, I tried out that fantasy during a certain time period, and I was like, this card's actually pretty nice, right? There was actually an evolution card that came out like in the beginning of the year that was pretty nice too, but yeah, no, these playstyles would definitely be a big W for her, because with this card, it's not necessarily just a card that you can only use in the left back position. You can actually use her as a main attacker, whether that's like attacking center mid in a 4-3-2-1, whether that's, you know, using her as an actual left mid. To be honest, you could totally do that too, right? On a Hawk chemistry style, because it would be a card that has pace, shooting, and physical. Then obviously you would work with the whipped pass plus in a lot of situations. And then Relentless is really nice to work with. Incisive pass, quick step plus. I like this card. Definitely looks really good. Good play styles, 4-star, 4-star, whether that's midfielder or fullback is pretty cool. That's definitely a very nice play, a very nice improvement. Berbatov from the 93 gets an improvement. I would avoid doing this card unless it is to make him a player that can dribble a little bit better in game. I think that's always... See, the thing is that I did use the regular version of this card before, like just this version. And honestly, he surprised me. He, like, I'll tell you guys this right now, like his finesse shots come off like very crispy, right? Very, very crispy. And that was like even during that time period too. And it was really funny because I think it was a 4-star weak foot. Yeah, it was. See? So 4-star weak foot. And honestly, whether it was on his strong foot or his weak foot, like he finessed it very, very nicely. The main issue with the card is always going to be in the dribbling department, even at this point in the game, because obviously if we take a look at the playstyles, no press proven on it, right? Which would definitely be a pretty significant difference. But, you know, I'm looking at it from like a dribbling perspective, but at the end of the day, you could technically go down a route where, you know, you just give him like an anchor chemistry style, because you would make him a lengthy player, right? So you would use him as, you know, some sort of like physical oriented attacker that would have like some pretty decent pace in certain situations, and then you would be able to utilize the finesse shots and the trivela in certain situations too. For instance, if you're playing like a 4-4-2 and he's one of your two strikers up top and he's playing in the right-sided area, it could be really nice, right? For the power strikes, for the trivelas, for the finesse shots, because like I said, 4-star weak foot would still come off very nicely in game 2. Okay, where were we? Sorry, just doing the Riquelme video as well. All right. Oh, this one would also be pretty decent. I don't think he has intercept, right? No intercept at this point in the game. Yeah. Shadow chemistry style, controlled lengthy, but they give him the passing play style and quick step. Quick step would be pretty cool for him, to be honest, because it would kind of compensate for acceleration being on the lower end. Because it'll push the lengthy part of the card more, because your initial acceleration will be better, and then lengthy will push out with the 98 for sprint speed. So that with like through passes and stuff would definitely be really cool, because you can actually dribble as well with the press proven plus as a midfielder, right? So definitely looks like a interesting choice there too. The Ginola cards, you have to be careful because you have to obviously select the right one, because that one I think was lacking in the playstyle. So there's two different variations actually. If you have the base version of Ginola and you put him into Incisive Pass Master, you can now put him into FUTTIES Superhero, right? And to be fair, it does format him in a significantly better area, because he does have this like base characteristic where it's like, hey, I'm a taller player, more physical, but I can still dribble pretty decently. Like he don't get me wrong, like at this point in the game, it'll feel a little bit more like a truck, but compared to other players, like the physical aspect to them, like trust me, it's usually like way more noticeable on the cards, right? But this card, you get some nice play styles, right? The incisive pass part is a little bit of a waste, because obviously he already has it, so probably wouldn't be like a super ideal card. There's this one too that you can do as well from Ginola, that gets the improvements. I just think that at this point in the game, you should probably have some better attackers, right? Park Ji-sung, I feel like could be pretty decent, depending on the way that you actually line up your team, because he's well formatted for the most part too, right? 5-star, high work rates, has some defensive stats, but also very good in the dribbling department as a midfielder, right? Because he does have a regular press proven to work with, which obviously is a really big deal, but he also has a regular intercept. So as a midfielder, given the quick step, given the incisive pass, excuse me, it's really nice for this card, right? So for people who are, you know, South Korean fans or anything like that, and want to build a team where this card could potentially be your attacking oriented center mid, you could totally do that, right? The 5-star capabilities allow you to use him in that sort of way. He's got the passing, defensive stats in a decent area too, so you can kind of use him in that sort of way and be able to cook with him, right? Like, I don't think anybody really uses this formation anymore, but if you were to use a 4-1-3-2 and that center mid spot was this type of player, they're usually like the most ideal types of dudes, right? So I'm very curious to see what this card would be like on that technical plus, working with the regular press proven. It's just definitely a very interesting thing to take a look at for that stuff. Vialli as a physical type attacker receives a passing playstyle as well as the quick step on the card. Honestly, it's not too bad. I never really use this card that much, if I'm being fully transparent with you guys, because on the engine, it actually looks quite decent, right? Aerial plus with a 96 for jumping, 99 for heading accuracy. You know, it's put into a good area. I'm assuming his dribbling is not super responsive in game. 5'11", average and normal. The dribbling is still in a decent spot, to be fair. If you're building some sort of Italian team, like this card could still do a pretty decent job. The 5-star weak foot as well, looking pretty cool. I think those play styles would be nice. Would definitely be more nice for like midfielders in my opinion, but it's something that you can go with, right? I really like that Bompastor, man. That Bompastor is definitely hidden. She's hidden for me for sure. Like, because I like I said, I like that evolution beginning of the year. And then I tried out that fantasy card too, and it was really, really nice during that time period as well. Vincent Kompany. Incisive pass not as relevant, but quick step would be relevant on him. I will say, I think a quick step would be relevant on him, because Base mechanics wise, his acceleration is lower than the sprint speed, so that would be kind of insane to work with, where, you know, base card stats for physicals in a good spot. Because here's the thing, because of the quick step, you can actually potentially give this card an anchor, and now because the quick step exists, you're kind of compensating for that part of the card being on the lower side with sprint speed at least at a 95, which is in a more decent area, especially for a card that has two very good playstyle pluses when it comes to the defensive capabilities, right? So definitely looks like a cool card too, for the potential improvements. You got a card like Ramires, who also gets one too. Again, with midfielders, it's not bad to do this, because giving him two of the playstyle pluses that he would now receive from the fantasy card would make him a passing monster, whether that's through passes, whether that's the driven passes. That would definitely be really nice. But a quick step is also nice to work with to kind of push pace out of the card, because he's also working with an intercept. So as a midfielder, there's a really good balance to work with in that general spot. So Ramires looks pretty cool as well. Lucio gets one. I haven't really used Lucio too much this year. Again, another very similar situation where, you know, giving him the quick step for extra acceleration, considering the fact that he's a controlled lengthy player, it kind of pushed pace out of the card in a very good spot, because, you know, physical is also in a very good spot. Dribbling's in a decent spot too. He does not have an intercept on the card, but as I mentioned earlier, I haven't really used Lucio too much this year, right? It's just one of those types of cards for sure. See, the thing is that I don't mind giving it to center backs, but for fullbacks it's way more relevant. Like if you're playing any sort of formation where you use through balls, right? It's nice. Let's see what else we got here. Popular evolution choices, footy superhero. Tevez. No, Tevez, no press proven. The new card has press proven. I wouldn't even look at that card. 300k, yeah, no chance. I wouldn't even look at him. On a personal level, no. Like he gets the play styles, but like, dude, I'm so big on the dribbling nowadays. I'm telling you, like, I need that to be crazy. Oh, Smolarek. Okay, so Smolarek. To be fair, the play styles for this card would be cool. What was the other one? I forget. Footy's duel gives him what? Aerial plus is not as relevant for him. I mean, I say that, but on a Hawk, it's not bad. And then he gets a pinged pass on this one. Yeah, incisive and then quick step, also not bad. Honestly, both pretty good choices. Both pretty good. I'm not against that completely, but yeah, again, 4-star. Kewell. Does Kewell have a press proven? No. I mean, honestly, it's not like it would be terrible. Like, the improvements are definitely nice. Because Kewell is like a running type, to be honest. He's like a running type Pokemon. Quick step plus, rapid plus, right? He's just a runner. He's a track star, basically. And I think you would probably just give him a Hawk just to make sure that he's like a runner, you know? But not horrible there. Al Owairan gets one too. Lower rated version, that was the SBC during that time period. Just decently formatted, not too bad, you know. Finisher chemistry style. I just think, dude, I'm telling you guys, like, I don't mean to be that guy, but like your pace needs to be so high nowadays. In his case, if it was like a lengthy, then, you know, but there's this card that exists that, of course, they give all the play styles to. Is he extinct? Holy, that's extinct. Natale again. Paulo Futra, pointless with the new SBC out for like something K. Bompastor, Lizarazu. Does Diego Forlan have a better card nowadays? Oh, but he's so cheap though. When I look at cards like that, like, unless these cards are given like press proven, like, I don't really care that much, honestly. Okacha looks pretty cool. Schneider has a new card. Don't get me wrong, guys. I know that they have like new cards, they're expensive, but we're at a point in the game where it's like, it's kind of like what you need, you know? Yeah, honestly, Marquez, I would avoid these cards. I think like the play styles would be good if the base play styles were something else, because this card has a lot of potential if a certain footies evolution comes out, you know? But yeah, for me on a personal level, I like Bompastor. Di Natale has potential because he's shorter at 5'7", so his dribbling might not be as bad to work with. Berbatov, if you enjoy physical type attackers, could be really nice. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because Like I said, finesse shots before were really nice. I just don't like working with the left stick on him, but that's a personal preference. Park Ji-sung definitely looks really cool. Yaya Toure looks really cool. The rest are like 4-star, kind of out of the meta a little bit more, right? Capdevia, Footies Duo 2, Footies Duo 1 into Footies Superhero. Really? On a Shadow too, or what? Oh yeah, on a Shadow as well. I have no idea what this card is like. I've actually faced Capdevia a few times. I didn't really find him to be like that big of an issue to face. But then again, I think it was like just 2 or 3 times potentially. Not bad for Marquezio either. Quick step with incisive pass would be nice. Schneider and stuff. Yeah, when the cards have like new cards though, like, and some of them are being sold for like much cheaper too. Schneider Evolution, you do 2 into 1. Playstyles are nice. New Footies is 701k. Probably going to keep going down, to be fair, right? But yeah, no, the top choices, I think they make them the most sense. Bompastor, I think, is a card to really look into. I'm telling you this right now, because 4-star as a midfielder or a left back is not as bad to work with. But it's the fact that she has the position changes that makes her look really cool, in my opinion. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. A couple of good choices for this one. Because those 2 play styles, if you give it to the right players, is really nice for sure. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.